Hello everyone. Idaho, a state known for its rugged wilderness, is now home to nearly 5,000 wild wolves. As other predators have dwindled, wolves have taken the lead, and their population has surged. Imagine hearing their haunting howls echo through the night, enough to send chills down your spine. For many living here, these sounds are a nightly reminder of a powerful predator reclaiming the land. But with this resurgence comes new challenges. So what impact are these wild wolves having on the people of Idaho? Join us as we dive into this wild tale. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on this unfolding story. In Idaho, wild wolves have quickly risen to the top of the food chain, especially as bear populations have sharply declined. This shift has led to devastating consequences for local farmers, with wolves rampaging through farms and killing nearly 5,000 cattle in just a matter of weeks. For example, one rancher in central Idaho reported losses exceeding $100,000 after wolves wiped out half of his herd in a single season. But the damage doesn't end there. Wolves have become bolder, venturing into human habitats, leaving people and their pets on edge. What steps are the people of Idaho taking to protect their livestock from these relentless predators? To combat the rising wolf population, farmers have resorted to setting traps around their farms at night, hoping to catch the destructive wolves before they can do more harm. In some areas, they've even turned to using horses or camels as decoys, as these animals are better able to defend themselves and can sometimes help ease the pressure on vulnerable livestock. But these methods, though creative, are only temporary solutions to a problem that grows with nearly 5,000 wild wolves roaming the state. The situation is becoming more urgent by the day, and the question now is what has the National Rifle Association in the United States done to help protect people in the face of this escalating threat? Stay with us as we explore their role in this critical issue, and remember to subscribe for more updates. To protect people from the haunting howls of wolves that echo through Idaho's nights, local communities banded together to form hunting organizations. These groups quickly drew in skilled hunters, ranchers, and even adventurers looking for more than just a thrill. They sought to restore balance to the land. Armed with high-powered rifles and scopes, their mission was clear: track and take down the wolves threatening their farms and homes. But this was no easy task. These hunters weren't alone in the fight. They relied on highly trained sniffer dogs to pick up the wolves' scent, helping them navigate the vast wilderness with sharp precision. Timing is everything in a wolf hunt. Professional hunters set out at dawn or dusk, the times when wolves are most active. Trackers, often accompanied by their loyal dogs, scan the landscape for telltale signs. A fresh paw print in the mud, a faint trail of scent on the wind, or the carcass of a recent kill. Once the prey is found, the hunters move with quiet urgency, positioning themselves for the perfect shot. The dogs, meanwhile, stay close, guiding and signaling any shifts in the wolves' movement, ensuring the hunters remain in control. When the moment arrives, the main hunter takes the lead, steadying their rifle and focusing through a powerful scope. With a sharp eye on vital spots like the lungs or heart, The goal is to ensure a quick, humane kill, but wolves are tough creatures, and sometimes the first shot doesn't bring them down. That's when the assistant hunter steps in, ready to finish the job swiftly and cleanly, making sure no unnecessary suffering occurs. Each hunt is a careful blend of skill and strategy, honed over years of experience. After each hunt, the team reports their results to state wildlife agencies, crucial in tracking population control. These hunts, while effective, are only part of a much larger effort to manage the booming wolf numbers. Some argue this method can reduce the population by a noticeable percentage. But what about you? Do you agree with this approach to managing the wolf problem, or do you think there are better alternatives? Let us know in the comments below. Feral pigs have become a significant problem in Australia, with their population estimated to be between 24 and 32 million. These invasive animals are drawn to the country by its abundant resources, including food and water, making Australia an ideal environment for their proliferation. However, their presence has caused severe ecological and agricultural damage, with an annual cost estimated to be between $100 million to $200 million. Curious about the challenges feral pigs bring to Australia? Discover the answers with us and be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay informed with our latest updates. Feral pigs in Australia are responsible for substantial agricultural damage, with estimates indicating that they cause approximately $100 million in crop losses annually. These animals are particularly destructive to crops such as sugarcane, which can experience yield losses of up to 30% in areas heavily affected by feral pig activity. In addition to sugarcane, other crops like corn, wheat, and various vegetables are also targeted, leading to significant financial losses for farmers. Reports suggest that feral pigs can destroy between 10 to 20% of the crops in some regions, depending on the intensity of their presence. In regions like Queensland and New South Wales, where feral pig populations are particularly high, there have been reports of pigs encroaching into urban fringes. This led to an increase in human-pig interactions, with some residents feeding the pigs out of curiosity or a mistaken belief that they could tame them. This close contact, however, soon led to serious consequences. On August 10, 2024, health authorities in these regions reported a rise in leptospirosis cases linked to increased close contact with wild boars. In Queensland alone, there are about 50 cases of the disease. The signs and symptoms of leptospirosis can vary significantly, from mild issues like fever and fatigue to severe conditions, such as Weil's disease and pulmonary hemorrhagic syndrome. So what policies should the Australian government consider implementing to effectively address these losses? To effectively control feral pig populations, the Australian government has implemented a series of innovative policies that emphasize the integration of advanced technologies, coordinated efforts, and cutting-edge products. But what exactly are these methods? Helicopter hunting of wild boar in Australia is highly regarded for its effectiveness in controlling the feral pig population, especially in remote and difficult-to-access areas. This method is particularly valued in states like Queensland and New South Wales, where feral pigs are estimated to number over 6 million. The aerial approach allows hunters to cover vast areas quickly, often managing to cull hundreds of pigs in a single day. How do you think a well-coordinated team can maximize the effectiveness of a helicopter hunt for wild boar? Each helicopter hunt for wild boar typically involves a small, specialized team, usually consisting of 3 to 4 members. This includes a skilled pilot, 1 or 2 shooters, and occasionally a spotter who aids in locating the pigs from the air. The pilot plays a critical role, maneuvering the helicopter to maintain a steady position, while the shooters take aim. On average, a single helicopter can cover up to 1,000 hectares in a day, with the team managing to cull between 50 to 200 pigs, depending on the density of the population and terrain. The tight coordination among team members ensures that the hunt is conducted efficiently and safely, with each person knowing their exact role. In Australia, helicopter hunting of wild boar requires adherence to stringent regulatory standards. Hunters must first hold a valid firearms license, which requires completing a firearms safety course and passing background checks. Additionally, they need to obtain a specific aerial hunting permit from state or territory authorities, such as the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries in Queensland. These permits are issued to ensure that hunts are conducted legally and ethically, with particular attention to animal welfare standards. In Queensland, for example, there are about 200 permits issued annually for aerial shooting operations. So how do pilots and hunters coordinate during helicopter pig hunts in Australia? When hunting wild pigs by helicopter in Australia, the operation begins with the pilot and hunters working in precise coordination to locate the pigs from the air. The pilot maintains an altitude of around 60 to 100 meters, which allows for optimal visibility while reducing the noise that could alert the pigs. Once a group of pigs is spotted, the pilot maneuvers the helicopter to provide the hunters with a clear line of sight, often circling the area to keep the pigs within view. The pilot's ability to adjust the helicopter's speed and position is crucial, ensuring that the hunters have a stable platform from which to take their shots. So how do you think aerial hunting impacts the effectiveness of controlling the feral pig population? As the helicopter hovers or flies in a controlled pattern above the pigs, the hunters prepare to take their shots, typically using semi-automatic rifles chambered in .223 Remington or 308 Winchester. These calibers are favored for their balance of accuracy and stopping power, essential for ensuring a quick and humane kill from the air. Hunters usually engage their targets from a distance of 100 to 160 feet, with red dot or holographic sights aiding in rapid target acquisition. After the initial shots are fired, the pilot may adjust the helicopter's position to follow any pigs that attempt to flee, ensuring that the hunters can deliver follow-up shots if necessary. The primary goal is to minimize the number of wounded pigs that escape, as injured animals can suffer and continue to cause damage. This careful approach ensures that no injured animals are left behind, aligning with ethical hunting practices. What are your thoughts on this approach? We'd love to hear your perspective, so please share your views in the comments section below. Next, let's learn about an invasive species that is becoming an increasing nuisance in the United States. Wild monkeys are gradually becoming a serious invasive species in the U.S., especially in Florida with about 5,000 individuals. Their presence not only threatens the health and safety of people, but also poses great risks to agriculture and the biodiversity of native ecosystems. In the agricultural areas of Florida, the appearance of wild monkey groups has become a familiar phenomenon. They continuously destroy vineyards, orchards, and vegetable growing areas, causing significant damage to agricultural products and related infrastructure. The distribution of these monkey groups is influenced by many factors, including environmental conditions, food availability, and interactions with human activities, leading to large fluctuations in conflict levels, conflicts between different areas in Florida. The problem is more serious than just a few common problems. Baboons, in the process of searching for food, appear extremely ferocious. In places that attract many tourists, these creatures not only beg for food, but also commit brazen robberies, leading to heated confrontations, notably at Henry, where groups of monkeys congregate near national parks and urban areas. They have become fearless in attacking anyone from tourists to locals, sometimes causing trouble, causing serious injuries. Faced with the harmful effects of wild monkeys on agricultural activities, using guns to control their numbers is a practical solution. However, it is important that hunters strictly comply with legal regulations, including having a valid hunting license issued by the competent authority before hunting. This not only ensures the legality of their operations, but also contributes to protecting ecological. Farmers in Florida are facing severe damage to their agricultural production due to continuous attacks from baboon groups. To protect their livelihoods, they are forced to use guns as a last resort. However, while this may be effective in repelling the immediate threat from aggressive wild monkey groups, it still raises serious concerns about the safety and long-term consequences of the measures. Deal strongly with this. To ensure safety and a deep understanding of the prey's habits, the hunter carefully prepares wild monkeys' favorite foods, including bananas, mangoes, and corn. These dishes not only attract them to a specific area, but also help hunters hide conveniently at a prearranged observation point. From this hidden position, the hunter patiently waits for the right moment to make precise shots at his target. However, using guns in hunting raises many ethical questions, especially in the context of non-essential hunting of animals. Environmental conservationists have expressed concern that these practices could erode local ecosystems, especially as wildlife populations are in decline, and they play a vital role in maintaining the richness of the biosphere. Besides, the use of weapons in hunting requires a high level of care to ensure no harm to surrounding animals, people, or property.